All right, hello wine drinking people. We're back with more of what I've had to drink yesterday and just a ton of drinking in the store. Still trying to get caught up from stuff we've had in April. I know the suppliers are going to go, Sottimano? I was in with 3 months ago with that. Well, one of the great properties in the Piedmont, Sottimano Winery, was founded in 1975 by Maggiore Sottimano and started purchasing more and more vineyards, the next generation, and these guys have some great vineyard sites. I'm embarrassed to say the table's empty. We don't have a bottle of Sottimano in the store, but I should. We have had their wines in the store in the past, and they are fantastic. The first wine we had, the 2010 Sottimano Mate. This wine's 100% Bricchetto, not the sweet and sparkly kind, but the dry kind? Have you ever had that? It's the first time for me. But wow, man, what an intriguing wine. Really spiced geranium, perfume, black raspberry fruits, really unique bouquet. Very perfumed on the palate as well. Light and easy drinking wine, but not light in flavor. A lot of nuanced violet geranium, but kind of Beaujolais-like on the finish. Very good stuff at $15. All right, Sottimano Barbera. PAIROLERO, and this is one of their single vineyard Barberos, I'm guessing. Very pretty nose here. 2009, a very nice vintage in the Piedmont, as in most of Europe here. Dark cherry fruit, almost liqueur-like in concentration. Notes of black truffle, licorice spice, sweet tobacco. Really nuanced and inviting bouquet here. Really lovely forward fruit style of Barbera. Nice firm hand of acidity, as always. One of the things we love about Barbera, it finishes up very fresh and echoing that nuance on the nose and the finish. An excellent bottle of Barbera to $25.50. The Sottimano LANGHE Nebbiolo. These are young Barbaresco vines, so it could be called DOCG Barbaresco, but a lot of producers, great producers, do not use their vines until they're 20 plus years old in their top wines. This killer value for $21. Good amount of that red cherry fruit on the nose, a host of fresh floral nuance, rose petals, exotic spices, some truffle nuance on the nose as well. Really excellent for an entry-level Nebbiolo with fine tannins and nicely balanced acidity of the fruit and holding everything together nicely. Really good bottle, $21. All right, the Barbaresco FAUSONI. This wine had a really pretty nose. Lots of that red cherry fruit, a hint of cola, fresh earth, truffle, red licorice spice, rose petal. Lovely nuance on the nose and complexity. Good concentration of flavors on the palate. This 2008 vintage, a bit more forward and seductive. Very young, showing okay right now, but should have a couple more years in the cellar. Lovely balance and charm. Excellent bottle of Barbaresco. It's $60, $59.75. All right, the Barbaresco Cotta. Different crews, the same élevage. They use French barrique with this wine also. It's a little bit more new wave style producer. So some earthy qualities to this wine. Black tar to the red cherry fruit. Some lovely exotic oriental spice showing on the nose. A big and chewy wine on the palate with that classic Nebbiolo tannins here, keeping things really firm, but lovely freshness and balance. As I mentioned before, this 2008. A more forward drinking vintage, but still, hey, this is Nebbiolo, and Nebbiolo, one of the most longest-lived grape varietals on earth. Excellent juice, also $59.75. Then the PAJORE 2008, a very similar bouquet here. Maybe a slightly briny quality to the wine here, but fresh earth, kind of dark spice, pretty floral notes, red cherry fruit, almost liqueur-like in concentration. This wine just seemed to have a couple more layers of flavors on the finish here. Really balanced and stylish on the palate. The host of tannins coming in at the end, but as I mentioned before, lovely balance in all of these wines, that exotic spice showing through that long finish here. Excellent juice from Sottimano. That's what I had to drink with our friends from the Sottimano Winery. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.